Hey gorgeous, this is a pretty good split sequence to warm up and stuff. I have an interval timer here, so we're just going to do 30 seconds of each stretch as 5 stretches. So yeah, per leg. So it's a nice basic sequence. Follow along with me if you like. So I always start with my goofy leg. That just makes you feel better when you finish, because you finish in a more of a split. All right, I'm gonna press. So the first one we're gonna do is tuck the hips under and drop down. Oh, I haven't done this in a while. All right, so you wanna tuck the hip under, lift up through the ab, and then drop. So we're trying not to drop the back. Try and lift up tall. I wanna take nice deep breaths. This will be your hip flexor, maybe quad, depending on where you're tight. Ooh, it's been a while since I've done one. Oh, so you want to take nice deep breaths to relax the muscles. If you can't balance, you can use blocks. You could also hold something, but we're really trying to tuck that hip under. From here, we're going to push back, hip over knee, and we're trying to get nose to toes. So we're trying to flatten our back out. Deep breaths. How's your day going? Oh, I hope it's good. I've done a bit of filming today, which I feel very accomplished about. Yeah. Anyway, some more deep breaths. We're going to go back into stretch number 1, but this time see if you can go a bit deeper. So from here, moving through, see we can bring it up, you can bring it deeper. If you need more of a stretch though, you can bring it out and bring it down. Really just depending on what feels good for your hips and the wear. I sometimes like to roll out on my foot here and just get right in the groin area. Yeah, it's quite nice. From here, we're gonna go back. Usually I do 45 seconds per leg, per stretch. I'm just doing a quick one today. So we're gonna go back, and again, going back down to the flat, but this time we're letting ourselves curl a bit more over, so getting a little bit deeper. Then after this, we've got the splits, and that's it. And we got the other side. Deep breaths. Ooh, say hello, leg. How are you doing today? Oh, deep breaths. Maybe tell a joke if you're with someone. Jokes are good. I like jokes. I'm not very good at them. I keep getting told riddles. And then from here, we're going to slide down, trying to keep the back knee on the floor, hips forward, and deep breaths. If we can be up here if you've got some blocks, but if that's too much, stay, just be forward. Deep breaths, trying to relax with every out breath. Yes, this hurts. It hurts everybody. Good, and then bring yourself back around. Oh, maybe give yourself a little child's pose. Oh, give it a little wiggle out. I sometimes like to go down the bottom, step it out a little bit. We're just waiting for my timer. 13 seconds to go. All right, step back up. Other leg. So we're tucking the hips under. So we don't want to like this. Tuck those hips under. Drop that hip down. So if we do untuck, we can drop lower. But if we tuck, we will get the right top of the hip and everything, which will just hit that little bit deeper, which will be nice. What are we gonna do after this? Have a cup of tea? You're gonna have a cup of tea? Are you a coffee drinker or a tea drinker? I personally like tea. I do like coffee. We're gonna go back though, hip over knee, and this time extending down, trying to get our nose to our toes. Yeah, I am a tea drinker. Do you like tea? Herbal tea, black tea? That's a question, isn't it? I've been thinking about tea at the moment. Oh, what have you been thinking about? Yeah. All right, moving back to the first one. Drop that hip down, either staying up here, or maybe you like a little deeper, going into lizard, or you can go, whoa, all the way down. Oh, that's quite nice. You know when stretching is like it's a bit sore. It shouldn't be like painful, like you have broken your arm or something, but it should be a nice sore. Not always a nice sore while you're doing it, but like you're gonna take nice deep breaths so your muscles don't freak out. And coming back up, and we're gonna go one more here. I was about to go into splits, and see me curve over. Again, deep breaths. Oh, my hamstrings so tight. You know, send some love to those muscles that don't want to budge. You really don't want to push yourself down here. If something's really hanging on, like my hamstring area, just deep breaths. Maybe ease it off a little. You want to sort of give it a nice hug, being like, it's okay. All right, we're gonna slide down into those splits. Trying to keep the hip and knee, so you want to try and keep the hip around. Whoa. And again, nice deep breaths. Don't push it. Some days you can touch, or some days you can get further than you have been, and other days you can't. And that's okay. The best thing is that we're doing it, so we get a reward. And then coming out of it however you like. And give it a bit of a stretch out. Maybe give yourself a little bit of a downward dog. Stretch it out. And go. Give yourself a little high five. Good job. We just stretched. Isn't that amazing? Thank you for joining me.